Hey everyone, Shabby Gamer here and welcome back to another video showcasing some of the best young talents you can buy in League 2 on FIFA 18 in a career mode. Now this episode is all about the right midfielders, but as you can see some players can play other positions as well, but all these players are quite capable of playing right midfield. Some of them more expensive than others, some better options than others, but I thought I'd give you all the choices that I have found and let you make up your own decisions. Right, so the first player on our list is Matthias Svanberg. He plays for Malmo. Not the cheapest on our list, but he does have a potential of 79. He is available for between 1 and 1.3 million. If you have the right players to trade, he might be able to be a lot cheaper for you, but 64 to 79, pretty decent current ability, but the potential is a little bit better on some other players that you might find cheaper later on in the video. So next we've got Rafa Mujica. He is from the Barcelona B team, an absolute wondrous place to get young players for in this game. He's available for between 920 and 1.1 million. But again, there might be better players out there for you because he only has a potential of 78. But he is available to play in both right wing, left wing and striker as well. So if you are looking for someone to cover several positions, then this could be your guy. But again, probably a bit more expensive than some of the other players you can buy for a better value and a better player, really. Next one is Florian from Auxerre. He can play right midfield and striker. He's got a current ability of 68, moves up to a current ability of 64, moves up to a 78. A bit cheaper than the other two options at 950 to 1.15 million. But again, there are better players on this list, but definitely an option if you are looking for someone to cover those two positions. Next up is Vitti from Real Oviedo. Again, get a little bit cheaper now, 890k to 1.05 million. Or there is a release clause of 1.9, but I don't really believe he's worth the 1.9. Although, if you're in a need and you've got the money, then it's possible because you will still make a profit on him in the long run if you can progress him as a player. He's 64 currently with a potential of 78, but again, there might be better ones out there, such as the first big player on this list, Emmanuel Lahti. Now this is a mic drop, this one, lads. This is the one you really want to buy. Emmanuel Lahti, right wing from Pescara. Current ability of 63, but a potential of 83, the highest on the list. Any offer between 720 and 870 should get him for you, but with player trades, you should be able to get him even cheaper. But do your hardest in the first transfer window to sign this guy, because if you don't get him in the first window, there's a very good chance you won't get him at all, because his price is just going to skyrocket and other clubs will be interested. So if you've got the money, definitely invest in Emmanuel Lahti. So next is Davor Lovren, I believe the younger brother of Dejan Lovren, and possibly can't be any worse, so he's worth going for, isn't he? 63 current ability, 80 potential. You should be able to get him for between 740 and 980 again. With trades and so forth, he probably will be even cheaper than that, so definitely want to look at if you're looking for someone who can do both right wing and left wing, or even just be cover on the bench for the two positions. Next is Scott Wright, a much cheaper option at right midfield. He has got a current ability of 62 and a potential of 80, so probably one of the best value players on this list. Apart from maybe Lahti and Joswet we'll get to in a little bit of time. You'll be able to pick him up for between 610 and 720. Weekly wage is pretty low as well, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. It's definitely worth picking up if you have got the available money, because again, there's a lot of profit to be made in this player. Next, if you're looking for versatility, Xaver Schlager could be your man. 620k to 850k. He only has a potential of 79, so he's not hit the 80 mark, but playing all those different positions, just having this guy on the bench will be enough to keep you covered in case of any injuries. I really feel like this is a good deal to go for just because of the sheer versatility. Again, covering the whole of your centre midfield and right midfield. It might be a little bit expensive on the weekly wage, but again, I believe that the way he's going to progress over the next few seasons, you'll definitely, again, make a massive profit should you need to sell him on later on. But I would definitely go for this guy, just even as a utility guy on the bench. Next is Camel, and I cannot suggest this guy anymore. 61 current ability, but a potential of 82, the highest only behind, of course, Lahti we looked at earlier. 590 to 770k, weekly wage of 1.1k. He's a very, very cheap option. He's only 61 current ability at the moment, but both pace and acceleration are in excess of 90, and he will absolutely rip League 2 defences to shreds, so definitely worth a go. Again, just like Lahti, go and pick this guy up straight away in your first season, because if you don't, you probably won't get him, because there's going to be a lot of teams interested in this guy, and his value is just going to skyrocket. Next is Borja, now a player who can play right midfield, left midfield and striker. 61 current ability, 78 potential, not amazing, but he has a release clause of 1 million. And again, I put him on the list solely because if you're looking for someone to cover those 3 positions, definitely is an interesting shout, this guy, for you. Again, you might be able to get him a little bit cheaper on your game because some games do generate different than others and he might be available on yours. But the £1 million release clause, it's not bad if you've got the money. But again, with the likes of Lahti, Laff and Joswiak, I think there are better players out there for a better value. But just in case you do need him, there he is. Next is Ivan Rosso, 61 current ability, 78 potential. Again, he's going to have to be a release clause of 910,000, which isn't too bad. But again, there are players out on this list that are better. But in case you do need him, here he is. £1,500 weekly wage, which is not bad in League 2. You can have to probably up that a little bit, but it's definitely affordable. And talking of affordable, this might be a good shout for you, covering right back and right midfield. Probably more of a substitute in your first few seasons because he's not fantastic current ability, only 59, but he does have a potential all the way up to 80. So definitely worth a shout, Callum Britton. A player, like I said, you can use off the bench. But if you are very comfortable in your right back and right midfield, you could play him straight away. For that sort of value of 290 to 400k, if you trade the right players, you might be able to get him completely free. And that would definitely be a good deal. And you can just have him on the bench, bring him on, and just slowly build him up. I don't think he's going to be your first choice, but definitely a good shout for the bench, like I said, to cover the right back and right midfield. So there we go, that's our list of right midfielders and right wingers. Next up, we're going to be doing left wingers in this playlist, so keep an eye out for that. And of course, then we've got cams and then we've got strikers before we hit the end of this playlist. But I might also do another video showcasing what I brought in League 2, utilising the money that I was given, and just show you what is possible. Of course, if you ever enjoyed this video, then please do hit a like and, of course, subscribe if you want to see some more. I'm going to be uploading one of these videos every few months, every time there's a big update, just so we can keep track and keep on top of things as well. So it's definitely worth keeping an eye on the channel. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you very, very soon for the next video, showcasing some of the best young talent you can buy on FIFA 18 Career Mode for League 2. Bye.